Hello and welcome everyone. So we are back with our daily current affairs analysis through multiple choice questions. So this will be the analysis of 26th of July 2020. So if you like the video, please share it and subscribe to our channel so that you can get timely update of our videos. So the topics that we are going to discuss today are natural gas production, some rivers of Assam, alliance of poverty eradication, Bathynomus Raksasa, Parliamentary privileges, presidential system, Operation Legend, 10th schedule, and Inflammaging. So let's get started. So we have the first question as consider the following statements regarding natural gas production in India. Offshore production of natural gas is more than that of onshore production. Then private sector leads public sector enterprises in natural gas production. So we have to choose the correct statements. Our options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or none of the above. So among the given statements, only the first statement is correct. So the correct option will be A, 1 only. Let's look into the explanation. So the offshore production of natural gas is considerably higher than onshore production in India. Presence of private and joint ventures has increased in onshore natural gas production over time, while offshore natural gas production has been rising with the share of public sector undertakings rising steadily. Then the natural gas production in India is dominated by public sector undertakings. Hence our second statement is not correct. So moving to the next question we have, which of the following rivers flows through Assam? Borak River, Tista River, or Manas River? So we have to choose the correct options. So our options are 1 only, 2 and 3, 1 and 3 or all of the above. So the Tista River doesn't flow through Assam. So the correct option will be C, 1 and 3 only. So let's look into the explanation. So the state of Assam comprised of two valleys, namely the Brahmaputra and Borak Valley. The flood-prone area of the state, as assessed by the Rashtriya Bar Ayog, is about 39.58% of the total land area of Assam. This is about 9.40% of total flood-prone area of the whole country. The Barak sub-basin drains area in India, Bangladesh and Burma. The sub-basin lies in the states of Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, Assam, Tripura and Nagaland. The Brahmaputra Valley has an average width of about 80 km. The river slope is very steep till it enters India. Due to this sudden flattening of river slope, the river becomes braided in nature in the Assam Valley. The Manas River is a transboundary river between southern Bhutan and India, a tributary that meets Brahmaputra in Assam. Tista River rises in the eastern Himalayas and flows through the Sikkim and West Bengal state before entering to Bangladesh. So that's it. Moving to the next question we have. Consider the following statements regarding the Alliance of Poverty Eradication. It has been launched by the World Economic Forum. India is a founding member of the alliance. So we have to choose the correct statements. So the options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, and none of the above. So among the given statements, only the second statement is correct. So the correct option will be B. Let's look at the explanation. So Alliance of Poverty Eradication was launched recently at the 74th session of United Nations General Assembly by the UNGA President. So United Nations General Assembly President stated that the alliance can pull together all the factors and interests in poverty eradication and serve as a one-stop networking, information sharing and bridge building center. It should provide a mechanism for interrogating the poverty challenge from all possible angles. So India has become a founding member of an alliance for poverty eradication at the United Nations. Hence our second statement is correct. So moving to the next question we have. What is Bathynomus Raksasa that has been in news recently? So the options are a newly discovered isopod species, climate tolerant coral reefs, largest birdwing butterfly in India, or a meteor in Earth's vicinity. So the correct option will be A, newly discovered isopod species. Let's look at the explanation. The Bathynomus Raksasa is a giant isopod in the genus Bathynomus. It was recently discovered by a team of researchers from Singapore in Bantan of the southern coast of West Java in Indonesia. It is being described as the cockroach of the sea for its appearance and 14-legged body. Bathynomus Raksasa is the sixth supergiant species from the Indo-West Pacific. The only member of the isopod species larger than Bathynomus Raksasa is the Bathynomus giganteus, which is commonly found in the Western Atlantic Ocean. So that's it. Moving to the next question we have. Which of the following is our parliamentary privileges provided under the Constitution? Prohibition on the courts to inquire into the proceedings of Parliament, immunity to a member from proceedings in court in respect of anything said by him or her in parliamentary committees, freedom of speech in Parliament. So we have to choose the correct statements. So the options are 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or all of the above. So all the statements are correct. So D will be the correct option. Let's look into the explanation. So some of the important privileges of each House of Parliament and of its members and committees are freedom of speech in Parliament under Article 105 and Clause 1, immunity to a member from any proceedings in any court in respect of anything said or any vote given by him in Parliament or any committees thereof, Article 105 Clause 2, then prohibition on the courts into inquire into the proceedings of the Parliament, Article 122. So এইকেইটা প্ৰিভিলেজ পাৰ্লিয়ামেণ্টেৰিয়ান সকলক এই কাৰণে দিয়া হয় যাতে তেওঁলোকে কোনো ভয় বা শংকা নোহোৱাকৈ তেওঁলোকৰ কথাবিলাক পাৰ্লিয়ামেণ্টত উপস্থাপন কৰিব পাৰে. So that's it. Moving to the next question we have. Consider the following statements regarding the presidential system of government. So the chief executive is popularly elected. The terms of the chief executive and of the legislature are not subject to mutual confidence. So which of the statements are correct? So the options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or none of the above. So both the statements are correct regarding the presidential system of government. So C will be the correct option. Let's look into the explanation. In a presidential system of government, the president, who is the chief executive as well as the symbolic head of the government, is chosen by separate popular election from that of the legislature. The president then appoints his or her cabinet ministers or secretaries. So amar yat chole parliamentary form of government. Hetu yat ke keneke beleg. So amar yat symbolic head kun hoy president hoy, kintu amar real head kun hoy prime minister hoy. Eta amar president or election keneke hoy tat vote kore amar representative hokole. For example MP aru MLA bilage. So তেওঁলোকে আমাৰ প্ৰেসিডেন্ট ইলেক্ট কৰে. দেন আমাৰ ৰিয়েল এক্সিকিউটিভ মানে প্ৰাইম মিনিষ্টাৰৰ ইলেকশন কেনেকে হয়? সো আমি ডাইৰেক্টলি আমাৰ প্ৰাইম মিনিষ্টাৰ চুজ কৰিব নোৱাৰো. আমি কি কৰো, আমাৰ যিখিনি ৰেসপেক্টিভ কনস্টিটুৱেন্সি থাকে তাৰ আমি এমপি সকলক ভোট দিও আৰু যিটো পাৰ্টিয়ে জিকে সেই পাৰ্টিটোৰ লিডাৰক সেই এমপি সকলে প্ৰাইম মিনিষ্টাৰ হিচাপে ইলেক্ট কৰে. ওকে, সেইটো আমাৰ প্ৰেসিডেন্সিয়েল সিস্টেম অফ গভৰ্নমেন্ট আৰু পাৰ্লিয়ামেণ্টাৰী সিস্টেম অফ গভৰ্নমেন্টৰ ডিফাৰেন্স. Then ministers or secretaries usually are not simultaneously members of the legislature, although their appointment may require the advice and consent of the legislative branch. So here basically এইটোৱে কোৱা হৈছে যে প্ৰেসিডেন্সিয়েল সিস্টেমত legislature বেলেগ থাকে আৰু এক্সিকিউটিভ বেলেগ থাকে. ইয়াৰ মানে আমি কি বুজো, আমি জানো যে গণতন্ত্ৰৰ কিছুমান স্তম্ভ থাকে যেনেকৈ legislature, এক্সিকিউটিভ, জুডিচিয়াৰী আৰু মিডিয়া. আমি জুডিচিয়াৰী আৰু মিডিয়াৰ কথা বাদ দিলো. এতিয়া লেজিসলেচাৰ মানে আমি কি বুজো, দোজ হু ফ্ৰেম অৰ মেক লজ, আৰু এক্সিকিউটিভ মানে হল দোজ হু এক্সিকিউট দোজ লজ মানে মিনিষ্টাৰ্স, আৰু লেজিসলেচাৰ কোন হল আমাৰ মেম্বাৰ্স অফ পাৰ্লিয়ামেণ্ট. ওকে, সো আমাৰ ইয়াত মিনিষ্টাৰ হোৱাৰ কাৰণে ফাৰ্স্ট কি হ'ব লাগিব, মেম্বাৰ অফ পাৰ্লিয়ামেণ্ট হ'ব লাগিব. আৰু যদি কোনোবা মিনিষ্টাৰ ইলেক্ট কৰা হয় যোন এটা হাউসৰ মেম্বাৰ নহয়, তেওঁলোক 6 মাহৰ ভিতৰত ৰাজ্যসভা বা লোকসভাৰ মেম্বাৰ হ'ব লাগিব. কিন্তু প্ৰেসিডেন্সিয়েল সিস্টেমত কি হয়, লেজিসলেচাৰ বেলেগ মানে ল বেলেগে বনাব আৰু এক্সিকিউটিভ বেলেগ মানে সেইবিলাক কাৰ্যকৰী বেলেগে কৰিব. কিন্তু আমাৰ ইয়াত মিনিষ্টাৰ বিলাকে লেজিসলেচাৰৰ পাৰ্ট হয়. সো দেন ইন পাৰ্লিয়ামেণ্টাৰী সিস্টেমছ the executive's term of office is directly linked with that of the legislature, while in presidential system the terms are not linked, neither they are subject to mutual confidence. So এইটোৱে কোৱা হৈছে ইয়াত যে যেতিয়ালৈকে এজন মেম্বাৰ যিকোনো হাউচৰ মেম্বাৰ হৈ থাকিব তেতিয়ালৈকে তেওঁলোক মিনিষ্টাৰ হৈ থাকিব পাৰিব so both are interlinked so that's it moving to the next question we have which of the following has recently launched the Operation Legend United States of America World Health Organization World Economic Forum or International Fund for Agricultural Development so A will be the correct option United States of America let's look into the explanation Operation Legend is a federal law enforcement operation in the United States of America initiated by its federal government. The operation is named after 4-year-old Legend Taliaferro who was shot and killed in Kansas City, Missouri on June 29, 2020. The program involves deploying of federal law enforcement agents to assist local police in combating a surge of violent crimes. The Operation Legend program involves federal agents from FBI, US Marshal Service and other agencies partnering with local law enforcement. So that's it. Moving to the next question we have. Consider the following statements. An elected member of the House voluntarily gives up the membership of the political party on whose ticket he is elected, voting against or abstaining from voting contrary to the whip issued. Which of these statements is the correct conditions for disqualification under the 10th schedule? So the options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or none of the above. So both the conditions satisfy disqualification under the 10th schedule. So C will be the correct option. Let's look at the explanation. So the anti-defection law was passed in 1985 through the 52nd amendment to the Constitution. It provides for the disqualification of elected members to the legislature on the grounds of defections. What are the grounds? They are if he or she voluntarily gives up his membership of such political party, he or she votes or abstains from voting in such house contrary to any direction issued by his political party without obtaining prior permission of such party and such act has not been condemned by the party within 15 days. But the 91st Amendment provided for exceptions to the disqualifications on the ground of defection. That is, if a member goes out of his party as a result of a merger of the party with another party. However, such a merger takes place when 2/3 of the members of the party have agreed to such merger. So last condition to আমাক কি বুঝালে এইটো হল যে এটা পার্টির যদি আন এটা পার্টির লগত মার্জ হয় কিন্তু মার্জটো কেনেকৈ হ'ব লাগিব 2/3 of the member of the party should join the another party তাতকে কম হলে they will be under disqualification. Okay, that's it. Moving to the next question we have. So consider the following statements regarding inflammaging. So it refers to a chronic sterile low-grade inflammation. It is a long-term result of the continuous stimulation of the innate immune system. So which of the statements are correct? So the options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or none of the above. So both the statements are correct. So C will be the correct option. So let's look at the explanation. So during aging, a chronic sterile low-grade inflammation called inflammaging develops and contributes to the pathogenesis of age-related diseases. A possible cause of inflammaging is the long-term result of the chronic psychological stimulation of the innate immune system, which can become damaging during aging, a period of life largely unpredicted by evolution. It is the byproduct of the degeneracy of a few receptors that can sense a variety of non-self, self and quasi-self damage signals and activate the innate immune system. So that's it. So moving to the next question we have. In which session of Indian National Congress did Mahatma Gandhi become the president? Options are Karachi, Belgaum, Nagpur or Calcutta. So এই কুৱেশ্যনটোৰ এনসাৰ মই নকওঁ, এইটো আপোনালোকে কমেন্ট সেকশনত জনাব। মই দুটা ক্লু দি থৈ দিছো। First, it was the only session in which Mahatma Gandhi became the president. Okay? আৰু ইয়াৰ আগৰ বা পিছৰ কোনো এটা সেশনতো মহাত্মা গান্ধী প্ৰেসিডেন্ট হোৱা নাই। দেন এই সেশনটো এই কাৰণে ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট যে ইয়াত কংগ্ৰেছীসকলৰ মিলন ঘটিছিল। কিহৰ মিলন? আফটাৰ দ্য নন কোঅপাৰেশন মুভমেন্ট কংগ্ৰেছৰ পাৰ্টিশন হৈছিল আৰু এটা পাৰ্ট ভাগ হৈ পেলাই তেওঁলোকে এটা নতুন পাৰ্টি খুলিছিল, সেইটো স্বৰাজ পাৰ্টি লেড বাই মতিলাল নেহৰু এণ্ড CR দাস। কিন্তু আফটাৰ দিস সেশন বোথ দ্য পাৰ্টিজ মাৰ্জড। সো দিস ওয়ার দ্য ক্লু। আপোনালোকে এনসাৰটো কমেন্ট সেকশনত জনাব। So that's it for today. If you like the video, Please share it and subscribe to our channel so that you can get timely update of our videos. Meet you in the next video. Thank you.